Okay, let's create a font using your handwriting. So to start, we're going to go to calligrapher.com. And the first thing that you need to do is create an account and enter an email and a password to create your account. And there are two different versions. There's a free version that allows you to create one font, and a pro version which allows you to create as many fonts as you want and save them on here. And you can still create as many fonts as you want, but you can only create one at a time with the free version. So I've already created an account. So you'll sign in and then go to Start App. And then come over to Create a Template. And then you have options over here to create in English, German, French, Spanish, Japanese, numbers, punctuation. But in the free version you get, I believe it's 76 characters. So I chose minimal English and minimal numbers, and that puts me just under that 76 mark and gives me everything that I need. So you select those and then go to download template. And then here you have a couple of options. You can create it as a PDF or a PNG. I chose PDF, and then make the size of the templates as small as it'll go so that it all fits onto one page. Draw help lines. This gives you some guidelines for positioning your letters in the template squares. And I also liked the characters as background, which gives you a very light gray letter to give you a good target for where to put your letters and how large to make them. But you can make them like as big as you want to within the box. But I chose that, and then download. And then go ahead and open that PDF. And this is what it looks like. Now it's time to fill out your template. So they recommend that you use a felt tip pen or a gel pen, which creates the smoothest letters. If you use a ballpoint pen, it can be a little skippy, which makes some spaces. That can be cleaned up and repaired, which I'll show you how to do later in the video. But it works best with a gel pen or a felt tip pen. I would recommend printing this template out, maybe 3 copies of it, and writing out the alphabet 3 different times so that you can see which one you like the best. Okay, after you have your template all filled out, you're going to either scan it to your computer or take a photograph of it. And when you take a photo, you want to get as close to it as you can get and make sure that all 4 of these corners are included in the photo and this QR box. And then upload that to your computer. And then we'll go back to My Fonts and upload the template. So you'll click Upload Template, and I'm not going to actually do that right now because I'm not done with this one yet. And if I do that, it will wipe this one out, and I'll have to start over again. So I don't want to do that. So you'll click Upload and then upload your template, and then your letters will come out in these boxes like so. And then I will show you how to clean up these letters and make them all beautiful. Okay, so one of the most common problems with this font builder is there's a big spaces in between the letters, and that's because there's little, you can see where the finger's pointing, there's little dots and specks along the letters that come out that are off the template. So if those show up, then it reads that as part of the character. So if this little dot is way at the outside edge of this white, then it leaves all of this space. It leaves all of this space around the character before the next one will begin. So you can go in and take these little specks out. And the way you do that is come into your font, and then you just click on the letter, and it will open this up. And then you can edit character. And now you have this cool box where you can click eraser, and you can get a square brush or a round brush, and you can change the size of the brush. So let's do a bigger one, the round one. So here's the brush. And then you left click, and then you just erase. Oops. Okay, I just made a mistake. So I'm going to go down to undo and undo that. I only wanted it to undo one though, not both, but okay. And then if you have a little piece of the letter sticking off that you don't like, and you would like to change that, you can zoom into the letter, and then you can see the pixels a little bit better. And then you can maybe take like one little part out. That'll just smooth the edges out a little bit more. You can just click little pixels out that you don't want. And then make sure that you save and close. And give it a double check and make sure you have everything. And then you go back to your font and then pick another letter. Edit character, eraser. Most of the time the little one's fine because it's just little specks that show up. Save and close. And it is pretty simple. There we go. Save and close. And there we have it. Everybody looks good. All right. You might need to adjust where the letters, the size of the letters, or how they sit on the line. So you can go to adjust baseline. So the three little dots here, go to adjust baseline, and it brings up your alphabet. And then you can go a letter at a time, and you can adjust it. So we'll select the Q, and then you can adjust it up. It can move it a lot up or down, or you can move it just a little nudge up or down. So you can position it where you like within the guidelines. And you can also adjust the size of your letter. So you can make it bigger or a little bit smaller. If you want to keep it within the lines, and see the R seems a little bit small there, so I'm going to make it a little bit bigger and go ahead and let it expand out of its space a little bit. Right about there. And then you can just go through your entire alphabet and do the same thing. And if you end up with a letter that's like you can make it bigger and adjust it down a little bit so it fits. Gotta make it a little bit smaller, just let it be like that. And then you can just make sure they're all to your liking. Adjust the size a little bit bigger. Make it go down a little bit. And then when you're done, click Save Adjustments, and you're good to go. And then we will build the font, the new version of the font that's all cleaned up and with the spacing corrected. You can name it whatever you want to name it. And then it comes out as a true type font or whatever the other kind is. And I'm going to download this one to my laptop. And there it is. All pretty. Okay, I can see that I still have some space. This is what I was talking about right here. There's some space in between. So that means that somewhere along the edge of my J, I have a speck. So before I install this, I'm going to go back into my font and look at my big J. Or was it my little J? Oh, is that it right there? There it is right there. A tiny little speck in that upper corner. Can you see that? So eraser, right there. And now save and close. Back. Build font again. There we go. Everything looks pretty. And now I'm going to install it on my laptop. And I've already got it on here once, so I'm going to, oh, I see something weird, but I'll go back and fix it. Replace it with the new version. And now this is my file that I was playing with. I'm going to go up here and select. There we go. Okay. No. Okay. And there you have it. Making your own handwriting into a font.